right, you guys, I wanted to get this video up because I've been seeing and reading a lot of things on the forums recently. I belong to a couple forums that I follow, and one of the biggest questions that I have seen on the forums has been about tools. What tools should you have on your motorcycle? What tools should you have on yourself when you're out on a long ride? Say you're going motorcycle camping, say you're going cross-country touring, say you're on a Sportster and you're going for a 4-hour ride. There's been a lot of mixed results where people are leaving a giant list of every single tool that you may possibly need and how to set up a big tool roll or a tool bag. I'm not from that category. I have a smaller bike. It's hard for me to bring a lot of stuff with me. So as you can tell, I do a lot of my own maintenance. I do a lot of DIY stuff as much as I can myself to save money, because let's face it, motorcycles are very expensive. With that all being said, I ride a smaller motorcycle with some very small bags on it. So taking up a lot of space is something I can't do with a giant tool roll. The first tool that I want to talk to you guys about is the SunX toolkit. I'm gonna have a picture of it. You can search this toolkit on Amazon and it will pull it up. It is the socket driver set from SunX. This has gotten me out of a lot of situations. It's got me out of a lot of really tough situations where I may have been sitting on the side of the road waiting. So it has a multitude of drill bits here. So you're getting all kinds of drill bits. You have T27, T25. You have Phillips, you have Flathead, you have Allen's, you have an H2, H2.5, H3, H4, all the way up to a 6. You also have an H7 or a size 32. Now the best part about this is one side of this is an actual ratchet. The other side is your drill bit holder. It also comes with this extension here. So you slide this extension in, and that's your drill bit extension. It extends it out quite a bit. The drill bits pop right on, right off. They actually lock into place with this little mechanism here. You push down on it, it opens, and then it automatically closes. This is an absolutely essential kit. I don't know how many times we've been on the side of the road riding motorcycles, and this has actually helped out. Also, all of your sockets are dual sockets. This set is not just great for Harley Davidson riders, it's also great for any metric motorcycle rider. This set right here it's a 13 millimeter and it's a 1/2 inch. The next one down is a 12 millimeter and 15/32. So each one is cut almost like a 12-point head, but this allows it to be able to be machined so that it will fit a metric and a standard bolt. I can't explain to you how essential it is to have something this small, this convenient, that packs up very tightly with a swiveling head on it. So this will get into most places and will take care of about 80% of issues you run into. I've taken air cleaners off on the side of the road, cleaned them out. We've taken fuse boxes out. We've completely went over wiring on bikes and tore down bikes on the side of the road with this SunX kit. It's roughly around $50, but look at the size of this thing. Honestly, you could throw this in a back pocket so it doesn't take up a ton of room on the motorcycle, and it's very lightweight, and for what you're getting, this is an absolute necessity if you ride motorcycles, if you're doing any kind of long distance or any kind of touring. You can do everything with that kit besides take axles off of the bike. Another thing I wanted to talk about that I think that's skipped over a lot by people is Loctite. Loctite is absolutely essential if you ride a Harley Davidson. And I know a lot of people have complained and said that they can't take one of these giant bottles with them when they're out on the road. That's all right, because Loctite makes multiple sizes. This small one here, I usually have a small blue Loctite in the handlebars, and then I usually have a small low strength Loctite in the handlebar bag. So that way, no matter what I'm doing on the side of the road, if a bolt comes loose or something happens, you're doing preventative maintenance on the side of the road, you have Loctite, so you're able to torque everything down, you're able to get it to where it needs to be at, and you don't have to worry about it rumbling loose for the rest of the ride. If you're gonna work on a motorcycle, you need to buy Loctite, especially if it's a Harley Davidson. It will save you in the long run. You won't have bolts backing out on the motorcycle. Another thing that I tell people about all the time, this is my old Leatherman. This sits in my saddlebag. I don't even carry this on me. It literally stays in a little zipper pouch on the side of my saddlebag. So in between this and the Sun X, I can do 80% of anything I'm going to need to do in an emergency situation. So the reason why I keep a Leatherman is because of the pliers. I have used this multiple times to replace blown fuses on the side of the road on people's motorcycles. I've also used it for taking off seats, the thumb stud, hand tightening bolts that hold your seat on. Most people over torque those things down, and this comes in very handy with these teeth here to be able to loosen that up. This does have a couple other tools on it. It has a flat head, it has a Phillips head, it has a knife, it has a couple like can openers and scrapers on it. So it comes in very handy. This one ran about $40. It's something great to have on you. You could throw it either in your pocket, or I carry a newer style one with replaceable bits, which is on my belt. And this stays in the motorcycle, so I never have to worry about having a set of pliers with me. Two other things that I wanted to talk about that I don't actually have out here right now is an air compressor and a tire plug kit. A lot of people say don't run plugs in your tire on your motorcycle. You only have two wheels. You know, think about the worth and the expense of losing your life if you blow a tire out. To me, if you're riding and you're on a long trip, you can't carry an extra tire with you. So what's better than that? Carry a small plug kit. You could get them at AutoZone. They're little strips of rubber with a little tool that's used for pushing the rubber in, and then you pull it out and it self-seals itself in there. You can light the one end on fire, it'll melt down and seal itself even better. They're very cheap. You could get them at any auto parts store. That leads me to the last thing I want to talk about, which is a portable air compressor. Lexan has one of the best portable air compressors on the market. It is not that expensive for what you're getting. It has a flashlight on it. It is very small. It's smaller than this Sun X toolkit, and it has a little lead on it that'll go and connect to your tires. You can set digitally how much air pressure you want in the tire, and that thing will fill up. For the size and the weight of it, it's an absolute necessity. I have a Ryobi battery powered one. I don't take it with me when I'm on the road because it is too large, but the new Lexan is so small that there's no reason why everyone shouldn't have one in their toolkit. Comes in about $80, but if you're on the side of the road and you get a flat tire or something happens on your motorcycle, that $80 pays for itself by being able to securely get you inflated and off the side of the road and out of danger. So I just wanted to talk about those couple things because this toolkit has saved me numerous times. Last year, I went on a bike ride. A friend's motorcycle went down. We were able to take the side cover off of his bike, pull the fuse panel, get a new fuse in there. go over and check a bunch of wiring issues with the bike. This took the air cleaner off. It was able to disconnect the battery terminals. Absolutely essential. The guy who was using it on the side of the road came up to me and asked me where I got it afterwards. So I wanted to show you guys that, because for the money, you can get a really nice kit together for less than $200 that'll save you in any situation you may find yourself in. So you guys ride safe, keep it rubber side down, and set yourself up for success. Get yourself the right tools for the job.